Greed is good in probably 80% of scenarios. But then there's a bad type of greed. And the bad type of greed has gotten a hold of some of the people on the manufacturing side of the business. I made a comment to people on the banking side who are connected and give the loans out to the manufacturers to build their units, okay? A lot of loans are given out not only to carry the inventory at the dealership lot, but they take loans out through certain banks, inventory loans, to be able to build them, okay? It's not all cash. There's loans involved, and it's very complicated. And unfortunately, I don't have the time to go into that. But here's what it comes down to. They shoved 1,200 total pieces in 2 years down dealerships' throats. And now they're mad at us because the economy went to crap about a year and a half ago. About February of 2022, the economy took a dump. We went through the largest bloodbath that I've seen since 2008. It's not as bad this year because there's a lot more buyers in the market, but you, the buyer, are like, nah, man, we're not paying sticker. We're going to pay back of invoice, or we're just not going to buy. They're looking for deals. You, the consumer, I can prove it. I proved it. I told Andrew this yesterday. I told Andrew yesterday that it's funny that I lowered my prices on my Shockways to 5 grand back of pure invoice, and I sold 3 of them in 4 days. Lowered an R-Pod to 4 grand back of invoice, sold in less than 3 hours. You, the consumer, are paying attention, knowing it's a buyer's market. We all know as dealers that you're paying attention and that you're not going to let us make money. None of you are going to let us make money. If we go out of business tomorrow, you can care less. And I understand. You got your own stuff going on. You could care less if your local dealer goes out of business. I get it. I understand it. But the guy that should care is the guy at the top of the manufacturing pole. Because if you lose mom and pop, if you lose the medium conglomerates like Bobby Combs has 6 dealerships. My boy Glenn has 7. The Haugen Group had 7. We'll call them the mid-majors if you're a college basketball fan. Apache Camping has 4 locations in 2 states. Curtis Trailers, who might only have 2 locations in Oregon, is a tremendously big company. Largest Keystone dealer in the country. If all of us mid-majors go out of business, it'll be Walmart. RVs will be sold at a Walmart type of store. You'll no longer have any negotiating power. You'll no longer have any of that stuff. So I guess you really should care as a consumer whether your local dealer goes out of business or not. We're going through a rough time and the manufacturers don't care. They could care less. They only care about their own pocketbooks. All the GMs care about is their bonus at the end of the year. That's all they're looking at. They don't care about me. They don't care about the owner that I work for named Glenn. They don't care about Bobby Combs. They don't care about Apache. They don't care about the Baker family that deals with Apache camping. They don't care about Jason and Joe Haugen. They could care less. They only care about how much money is in their bank account. And that's sad. Because a lot of them, more than likely, because of their inopportunistic time to be greedy, which was last year, not this year, last year, we may not have certain brands by the time fall of next year. That's a reality. I'll get blacklisted for saying all this stuff, and that's fine. Ooh, helicopter flying over the building. Okay. That's fine by me. You want to blacklist me because I tell the truth? Go right on ahead. But I'll keep telling the truth. I'm not a fake news guy. And I'm going to tell you that brands will go out of business. Factories will shut down by fall of next year. But what would help is if they stroke a check every time we take a massive loss, split the loss with us. That's what would help. If the manufacturers split the cost. So let me give you an example. Let's say one of my old dealers I worked with, Camping World of Vacaville. Let's say Eddie, great guy, amazing dude. He takes a $10,000 loss on a motorhome. That brand should stroke Eddie and that dealership a check for $5,000. Hey, thank you for getting rid of that piece. I don't need a reorder to get you $5,000. Let's get your inventory under control. That way we can have an amazing 2025. The general managers of all the factories, the presidents and vice presidents of the companies that are on the manufacturing side need to tighten their belt and come to the realization that they screwed up really bad. They screwed up so bad that we are in a situation where those same general managers may not have a job come fall of 2024 because they didn't want to push the envelope to make sure that the dealer was taken care of. I know.